How's it going, everyone? Bass here. So yesterday I released a video going over wide receiver Romeo Doubs' film from Nevada. You guys really seemed to like that. So today I'm going to do it again, but with this time it's going to be on our second round draft choice, the first receiver the Packers took in the 2022 draft, Christian Watson out of North Dakota State. And Watson's film is ridiculous. He was pretty much in a league of his own there. 6'4", 208 pounds, an absolute athlete, had a 9.96 RAS, 4.36 40-yard dash, and a 38.5-inch vertical. Watson's has every athletic tool you'd want for a wide receiver to be great in the NFL. So let's get down into his film. All right, so for this first clip, we have Christian Watson down here at the bottom of the screen. He's going to be running a post route. Pretty much he's going to make his break. He's going to attack the cornerback, who I believe is in cover 3, and there is a deep safety, which doesn't play his assignment very well. His cut is very good, and what you'll notice with a lot of these clips is his speed is unmatched. I mean, his defenders are nowhere near as fast as him. Now, in the NFL, there are defenders with similar speed, so that's going to have to be something you watch. But nonetheless, I mean, he just gets open. You'll see it here, and it's an underthrown ball. I'll just show you, and there's pass interference on the play. But, I mean, breaking by the corner there's no chance for that guy. And you'll see it'll cut to another angle here, and he's getting interfered, all day, and you see like 8 flags come in. I'll let that roll one more time. Really nice cut on the top of that post, and then you just see him turn on the jets and just completely blow by both of these defensive backs. The safety, again, don't know what he's doing, but that's a properly thrown ball. That's an easy touchdown, obviously. So now we're going to look at more of a designed run play, even though it is a pass because it's a jet touch pass, but nonetheless, it's a designed run play for Christian Watson. I see these happening a lot under the Matt LaFleur system. I see him using him in jet sweeps, reverses, motions, whatever they may need to do to get the ball in his hands. He is a great runner, and he has great vision. Now, I'll show you what I mean by that. So it's a jet touch pass there, so technically it counts as a reception here. But you see you have 2 defenders here blocked. They're both accounted for, and accounted for. And what I really like about this run here is he doesn't try to keep going outside. If he gets pushed outside, you're still going to gain some yards here. But again, just like the Romeo Doubs film, north and south. And that's exactly what he does here. He cuts, he makes one cut, and he's pretty much gone with his ridiculous speed. You'll see here. One cut, gone. Now, if that's an NFL player, he might be tackled there. He's probably tackled there. But nonetheless, you like to see what he did in terms of his vision and his running ability, and like I said, his ability to get north and south quick, make one cut, turn on the jets, and go. And I'll let that play once more. And as I said, the competition is lower. NFL defenders are obviously faster, but there's no denying his true speed here at all. So for this clip, it's going to be a run play. It's a run right, and he absolutely pancakes this defensive back here. He pretty much sells. I don't know what the defensive back's doing, because I think he believes it's a pass play until he's on the ground, because the defensive back's in man coverage here, and he's watching Christian Watson the whole way. He doesn't care. I mean, I get it. You're in man coverage. He doesn't even realize it's a run right now. So right now, he's so scared of Christian Watson's deep threat ability. He's man-to-man, and he's just like, okay, I cannot get beat right now. Doesn't even realize it's a run play. And Christian Watson just absolutely destroys him. And I love seeing this in the run game. I love seeing receivers get physical, block during runs, and this is just what you want to see every day of the week, and just absolutely annihilates that defender. You love to see it. Now, the next set of plays aren't exactly coach film. It is broadcast, so you can't see him on the screen right now. But he's going to be basically running either a comeback or a hitch here on the outside, and I just want to kind of showcase his ability to get upfield after making a catch, his extreme burst after making a catch, and that's exactly what he does here. And as you see, I mean, they're up 27-0. They absolutely dominated. They have been for years over any other team in their league. So as you see here, it's a quick, I can't tell if it was a comeback or hitch, because again, I can't see the entire play, but right when he catches the ball, his body is around, and he's already looking upfield. Now, there is a problem with that if players start to try to run before they fully secure the ball. That's how drops happen, which he did have somewhat of a drop history and drop issue over his college career. But you like to see this, and then making the first guy miss. He instantly catches a ball, turns around, he's already looking to make that move and go north and south. And that's exactly what he does. Throws a little stiff arm, and then right here, you turn on the jets, you're not catching him. You're not catching him. I mean, the speed is unrivaled to any defender on this field right now. And as I said earlier, yeah, NFL defenders are fast, but again, you cannot deny his speed at all. So on this play, Christian Watson is in the slot right here, again, showing that you can use him outside, jet motions, the slot, another versatile guy. He's going to run a slot fade here, take it really wide. The Packers ran a slot fade with Davante Adams a ton the past few years. So this is a play the Packers really like. So I would assume that they're going to be using this type of play with someone like Christian Watson. And you'll see he's going to attack the outside foot of this corner and just go vertical and beat him. The ball's a little overthrown to the back of the end zone. He ends up getting 1 foot down. I don't think this would be a catch in the NFL if it's overthrown like this. But as you see at the bottom of the screen, it's ridiculous. Like I said, attacking the outside foot and then just getting vertical. And the corner's in man coverage here. He's watching Watson the entire time. Watson has a 1 to 2 step lead on him. The corner doesn't even know what's happening at that point. He gets his head around real late, and by that point, Watson's already caught the ball. With contention too. He's making a nice grab with his hands, and then at the same time getting his feet down. You'd like to see him drag that other foot, because obviously in the NFL you got to get 2 feet down, but he does get the 1 down, which counts as a touchdown. In college, so that's good to see that there. All right, so for this play, it is a designed screenplay for Christian Watson right here. Basically allows the lineman to get upfield a little bit. This guy's accounted for. This guy right now has no blocker, but these linemen are going to come down. He's going to release off this guy, I believe. But what you like to see here is, again, Christian Watson, north and south. Catches the ball, instantly getting upfield. He makes 1 cut on a guy, and he's gone. What I've seen from him a lot, after he gets the ball with the ball in his hands, he's really good at making 1 cut and just going 0 to 100 really, really quick. So we'll see this here, and it's exactly that. Gets skinny through 2 defenders, makes 1 cut there, and he's gone. And again, the defenders, no chance. Watch it one time all the way through here. Gets skinny right between those 2 guys, 1 cut, gone. His speed is just ridiculous. I sound like a broken record, but he is just so fast. And here's another design run play for Watson. I believe this one's a handoff, not a jet touch pass. You'll see him come around the top here, choose his lane, and then get upfield and easily burned by everyone. Again, that's the running theme of this film. But as you see here, handoff to Christian Watson. He's cutting upfield. Boom, right there. 1 foot in the ground, upfield, turn on the jets. Goodbye. Not much else to say about that. Every clip I've watched him run or have a design run play, he's not taking it too far outside or waiting. He's 1 foot in the ground and he's going. That's what you really like to see, especially someone with this amount of speed. So this is just going to be a go route against a corner and a safety. I believe they're in cover 3. I don't know if he's trying to run some type of double move here, but he doesn't really do much. I would rather see him just go because he's not really doing. You'll see it here, and he does a little hop stutter. Corner doesn't bite on it. They know what he's doing. He's going deep. I would like to see a little bit more there. Obviously, if it is a double move, you want to sell that. But if he's just doing that for no reason, I would rather him just go straight line speed because he has it. And you'll see him jump or get this catch over 2 defenders here. 1 corner, guy tracking back. He makes the catch, stays on his feet, and gets away from these 2 defenders, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, if those are NFL corners, probably not happening. But nonetheless, he's playing college talent. This isn't against high schoolers. So you really like to see him track that ball between 2 defenders and then again, instantly snap around, instantly keep his balance and get upfield. 1 cut, gone. So for this play, Christian Watson's at the top of the screen. He's going to take an inside release because he's kind of running a sluggo. It's more of a post and go. Really nice job here. I like seeing more of routes like this from him, where he does kind of sell this crosser. You'll see it here. He breaks. He's shading. He takes his stem inside. So this corner is now on his back hip, which is great for this because once he starts cutting across field, that safety is going to float down. And then he basically, like I said, it's kind of like a sluggo, and he's gone at that rate. So you'll see here, he makes that 1 cut back outside after that safety's committed to that post/crosser there. He doesn't really sell it a crazy amount. The stem was enough. And then obviously his hips are pointed towards a post, as are his shoulders and his eyes. So that makes that safety drop down, and all he has to do is put one foot in the dirt and go, and his speed will take him the rest of the way, as we see here. And all he needs is a good ball, which he gets. Easy touchdown. All right, so for this clip, Christian Watson's at the bottom of the field, and a lot of people may watch this clip and think he's running a post corner, and it's a really rounded one, and they might say, oh, well, that's a really soft post corner. He needs to tighten that up. But what I think this is he's doing a post. That was his initial read, and then once the quarterback has to extend the play and roll out to the right, then he works back and goes the same way as the quarterback, which you love to see. And the reason I think this is because he looks for a long time on this post. So he comes off the break. He's breaking in on his post right there. He's taken 4 or 5 steps while looking back at the quarterback. I think his original route is a post. And honestly, if there wasn't pressure, he could probably score on that. If the quarterback throws it right over the top into the middle of the end zone there, it's probably a touchdown. But he's pressured. He can't make that throw. He rolls out. Christian Watson then decides to loop it around and get to the other side of the field, work with his quarterback, work back to the quarterback, and still, get a nice throw. As you see him working back to the quarterback, nice throw, caught, touchdown. Really like to see that. Now, a lot of people may watch that and, like I said, think it's a designed post corner. I don't believe it was. I believe it was all post until right here. Watson's looking back, seeing that pressure, seeing his quarterback have to roll out right, and he works back to that side and basically creates a touchdown, basically. And you really, like I said, you really, really like to see that. All right, so for this play, Christian Watson on the bottom of the screen, he's going to run something other than a go route. It's going to be a comeback, a deep comeback here. I'll tell you what I like first. First, out of this, he's running at full speed, keeping his pad level, same height. This cornerback, at this point, thinking, go. He's going vertical. He's going vertical. So that gives Christian Watson a lot of leeway on this breakdown. But his breakdown is way, way too long. I would like to see a much more violent snap down than the 5 steps he just took there. Nonetheless, it created him separation. But he's going to have to really tighten that up in the NFL if he wants to have that type of separation on a comeback. It just took a little too long. And I think it worked because they're so scared of him going vertical. So in theory, yeah, that could be what could happen in the NFL, and probably will in some instances. And he still, breaks a tackle and almost scores there. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But like I was saying, I would like to see that tightened up a little bit. The breakdown, little slow, but hey, he got to where he needed to get. He sold that vertical really well. That's what I really liked about that, and that gave him enough separation to get open on that comeback. So on this play, Christian Watson here is at the bottom. He's going to be running a corner post, and his speed saves him here. The corner post was not great in my opinion. He did kind of do a rocker step into a corner post. I'd like to see his hips and his shoulders sell that corner a little bit more, but he still scores here just because he's so damn fast, and compared to these corners, it's just not fair. But you'll see he makes a little bit of a cut there. I would like to see his shoulders more straight to that corner. This cornerback is still pretty damn sold on that corner route, so I can't fault him too much. And then he gets 1 foot in the ground. He's going to cut that back into a post. Again, this isn't all 22, so you can't see the entire play the whole time, but you assume what happened there. He just absolutely torched his man. And that's a catch, in stride, over the shoulder. Nice job tracking that ball down. Easy touchdown. But again, I would like to see that corner post tightened up a little bit. So to end off this video, I'm going to go over a little bit of film from the Senior Bowl, the 1v1 during practice, the 1v1s, and the majority of these are against press, which he didn't see much in college, so I want to go over these a little bit. In this route, he's going to be running a dig. He does a nice inside release, stems pretty much restacks all the way to the inside, and then makes a elongated cut. I would like to see more of a quick drive into that dig. Nonetheless, it beats the corner, but you'll see here. And so he's going to stem inside, restack, and it's just too long there on that dig. This corner, I think, falls, but there's too many steps there on that dig. He should go up, sell that vertical, boom. It should be like 2 steps, break into that dig. It's a little bit rounded too. Like I said, I'm kind of nitpicking here. He's still got a lot of separation. It looks like I said, the cornerback kind of fell. I'll watch it from this angle. As we see here, good job stemming inside and restacking, if it would go. Here we go. Nice little stutter step there, stems inside, restacks, and then at that point, there's too many chop steps there. It should be his breakdown, cut inside of that dig. But yeah, the corner pretty much slips there, so that's why he gained that much separation. So for this play, he's going to be running a slant, and he's going to take an outside stem and basically try to sell vertical and then swipe underneath, but the corner locks him up here. So it's interesting to see Christian Watson against some press. He does a good job in theory in his he just doesn't execute it too well. So we'll see here. He'll break outside. I would like to see a little bit more explosion and a little more sell for that go route, because he kind of doesn't make much progression going upfield to really sell before he's already making his cut. Good job getting his pad level low here, but he's just not quick enough through this cut, and the cornerback gets his hands on him at that point. Yeah, he's going to be strapping him up, which is exactly what he did. So again, another play here. It's going to be a comeback against press. Good job getting outside, selling vertical, and swiping this cornerback's hands away. But at the top of this route on the comeback, just way too many steps here. So you'll see it's press. He swipes his hand, his first hand, doesn't let him get a real grab onto him, which is good. And then at that point, he's selling vertical, but just way too many steps there to break back on that comeback. He still catches it and keeps his feet in bounds. So like I said, that part is good. But any good NFL cornerback's going to eat this up. And right there, I like the head switch back. It's pretty much, okay, fade, right? He's telling this corner, because this corner's in man coverage, looking at his head, looking at his shoulders, looking at his hips. He does a good job there. And if he were to just really tighten up this comeback and work on his snap down, this cornerback probably would be nowhere near him by the time he's catching the ball. But just way too many steps there. Way too many. He's pretty much dictating to the corner right there. He's stopping at that point. He's slowing down. He's not selling fade anymore. So all this cornerback does is get a hand on him and says, I'm going to stick you because you're not selling fade anymore. You're not going to run a fade. And he just takes way too many steps there. Like I said, still makes a nice catch and keeping his feet in bounds. Great job there. But again, need to tighten that up. So for this play, Christian Watson's going to be running a back shoulder fade and does a very nice job with his late hands, his late turn, and pretty much allowing him being the only one able to catch this ball. Does a great job getting outside, again, getting the corner's hands off of him. He's selling vertical. He's looking vertical. This cornerback knows it's vertical, but he does a very good job, really, because right here, this cornerback thinks, okay, we're getting a ball over the top. I got to track with him and just basically try to get in the way. But he does a very good job. Not much of a push off. They're not going to call that. Getting his body around very, very late and very late hands at the same time and keeping both feet in bounds. Great job on that back shoulder fade there. And we'll watch it from one more angle. Does a really good job here, getting real late. That's like some Jordy Nelson, Devonta Adams vibes there. All right, so for this play, this cornerback is inside shade, so basically is giving him the outside. So Watson does a good job at coming off this break and getting outside, but again, he just doesn't sell it enough in order to swipe underneath and turn this into the slant that he's trying to run. He doesn't sell it enough. He has a great start here, and if he just took one more burst, really, just to really sell that outside, then swiped under, or swipe under the cornerback, it would work. But he doesn't sell it enough, and he breaks down, and he doesn't keep his explosion, and this cornerback has hands all over him. He falls, can't even complete the route. So, like I said, if he were to sell this for like a step or two more, because right here, you can tell he's using his arm, he's trying to swipe over. The cornerback isn't sold on that. If he sold it a little bit more, this would work. But he's trying too early, and the cornerback is all over it. So for this play, Watson's going to be running an out route, and he basically releases to the outside, which again, he's just trying to sell fade here. So we'll see here. He releases outside, and I really like his eyes right here. His eyes pointing to the right, basically kind of tracking back and telling this corner who's in man coverage, I'm going vertical. And he does a really good job there at making a quick cut. Now, you can straighten that out a little bit, but he didn't chop step. He didn't stutter step. He made one boom, boom, and he's out to the left. That's a nice thrown ball to the outside. The corner doesn't have much time to react. I like that a lot better than some of the other comebacks he ran, and that head fake gave him enough separation. So for this last play, Christian Watson's at the goal line, press coverage. He's going to be running a fade to the back corner of the end zone. He initially stems outside and then tries to fake inside, like he would be running an outside release into a slant. Does a little bit too much, loses his footing, still gets up vertical, and still makes a hell of a catch. But I'll nitpick here real quick. In his stance, his front foot is pointing left, pointing to the outside. If I'm a corner, that's a telltale sign that his first break is going to be outside, which it is. So definitely going to clean that up a little bit. But as we see here, nice break here, but he does a little bit too much trying to, his right foot is a little bit too wide there, and he's doing a little bit too much to try to sell that slant. This cornerback's already kind of shaded inside, so he kind of be better off doing a little less and then just getting outside because he already has that leverage there. Again, he makes a hell of a catch and gets both of his feet in bounds. And that's kind of the general rule, or that's kind of the theme of Christian Watson I've noticed through all this film. At times where he kind of struggles in either route running or his footwork, his athletic ability allows him to succeed anyways. So that does it for the film. Overall, Christian Watson, unbelievable athlete. Didn't run that many type of routes in college. You have obviously the go routes, some comebacks. You got post corners, corner posts. Obviously the jet sweeps. I'd like to see him broaden his route tree and then also really work on his release out of being pressed, because that's going to happen in the NFL. So he's really got to work on that. He's got to work on and then at the top of his routes, his snap down, he's got to work on that, tighten that up as well. But overall, I'm really, really excited to see what Christian Watson can do in the NFL. Like I said, you have to be excited when you see someone this fast and this athletic. It's just a matter if they can put it all together, get coached up, get better at route running, and really get on the same page with their quarterback. And obviously, that's Aaron Rodgers. And hopefully they can both get on that same page. But I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of this video? What do you think of Christian Watson's film? Let me know down in the comments, and also comment what player you'd like me to do next out of the Packers draft class. Just leave that down below. And then also, if you are new here and you like this sort of thing, go down, please click the subscribe button. I appreciate every single one of you that has subscribed and watched my video. And if you could also leave a like, it really supports my channel a ton. But on that note, I'll catch you on the next one. As always, go Pack Go.